Yes, student. Today in this video lecture discuss about duties of transport layer, function of transport layer, and different type of protocol used in transport layer like that UDP, user datagram protocol, and transmission control. First, we explain the main function of the transport layer. Provide the main function process to process delivery. Means the transport layer is responsible for process to process delivery because the delivery of packet part of a message from one process to another. So two processes communicate in a client object server relationship as well as we will see later. Now, main function of summarize. Maybe the main function of transport layer is responsible for process to process delivery. Now, some duties of transport layer like that. Transport layer provide following function. First is packetizing, connection control, addressing, and provide reliability. So what is the meaning of packetizing? Means the transport layer create a packets of message received from the application layer. Packet is process dividing to long message into smaller ones. These packets are then encapsulated into the data field of the transport layer packet and header are added. The length of message which is to divided into vary from several lines to several pages. Next, duties या function of transport layer like that connection control. Connection control are divided into two categories: connection oriented delivery and connection less delivery. In connection oriented delivery, a connection oriented delivery transport layer protocol establishes a connection that is virtual part between sender and receiver. This is a virtual connection. The packet may travel out of order. Now, connectionless delivery means a connectionless transport protocol will treat each packet independently. There is no connection between them. Each packet can take its own different route. Both connection-oriented delivery and connection-less delivery are explained in unit first in packet switching. Connection-oriented delivery is virtual circuit approach and connection-less delivery is data approach. Next function of the transport layer like addressing. The client needs the address of remote computer. It wants to communicate with such a remote computer have a unique address so that it can be distinguished from all other computers. And next, duties of the transport layer providing reliability. For high reliability, the flow control and error control should be incorporated. Some quality of service. Sometimes ask the question in university, what is the quality of service of transport layer? So in quality of service refer to several related aspects of telephony and computer network that allow the transport traffic with a special requirement. So in particular, much technology has been developed allow the computer network become useful as telephone network or audio conversation as well as supporting new applications with even strict service demand that quality of service parameter as follows. Connection establishment delay. If connection establishment delay is minimum, the quality of service also enhance. Connection established failure probability. If any network connection establishment failure is minimum, the network performance or quality of service is better. So this can be due to network condition like of cable space, some other problem. Throughput. It means the number of bytes of user data transferred per second, measured over some time interval. If throughput is increases, the quality of service also increases. Residual error ratio, it means the number of lost messages as a fraction of the total message sent is minimum, then quality of service is improved. Protection and clarity. Means the parameter provides a way to protect the transmit data from being read or modified by the some unauthorized party. then quality of service also increases of the transport layer. Priority the parameter provided way protect that transmitted data from being read modified some unauthorized practice. This is also provide the improve the quality of service. Now here we explain how data type data delivers. So node to node delivery means data link layer. Host to host delivery means network layer, and process to process delivery is the transport layer. So process to process delivery means concept of the transport layer. So between single link, internet, node to node delivery. Now this is several LAN RU LAN between LAN means host to host delivery, and it means particular system process to process, particular port number process to process delivery. So node to node delivery means data link layer, host to host delivery means the network layer, and process to process delivery means transport. This is three types of data delivery are visible in OSI. Here explain the port number means daytime clients in transport layer 55000. Now daytime server transport layer is 30. So data 13 and daytime client data 522 treble, and after trebling this provide the response 135200. This is the process between these client and server with the help of port. IP address versus port number means IP address selected the host and port number selected the process. Several number of applications are stored in this computer. Suppose we connect a particular process, yeah, particular application like that, their port number is 30. So transport layer header with the port number, IP address selected the host with the port number. With the help of IP address, we detect this particular machine, and several number of process at a time executed or run in this system. So specific process application selected the help of this port number and arrange like that. If 0 to 102 well known, registered, and value between like that, this is dynamic. So IP address 2023568, port number 69, that are used with the help of socket address. If IP address are associated with the help of port number, this type of addressing is also known as socket addressing. In this transport layer also use the multiplexing and demultiplexing. Suppose several number of process or multiplexer with the help of IP address. IP address are used in the receiver side, demultiplexer, and use the several processes. Error control and flow control also handle in the transport layer. So error control and flow control handle in entire network rather than a single link. So transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. Now red line error is checked these part by the data link layer node to node, and error not checked these parts by the data link layer because this is transport network layer. Use the entire network with the help of transport. So error check also check by check and detect by transport. Next important protocol are used in the transport layer. First है UDP. UDP means full form means user datagram protocol. It is also called a connectionless या unreliable transport protocol. It does not add anything to service of IP except the provide process to process communication instead of the post to post communication. So following topic discussed in this data user datagram. What is the well-known code for UDP? What is the user datagram? What is the checksum? What type of UDP operation? So several well-known code used in the user datagram protocol like that. Port 7 used for the echo. Echo is received datagram back to the sender. Similarly, port number 9 discard any datagram that is received. 11 user, active user, 13 daytimes, return the daytime time, 17 return the quit at the that is several type of protocol regarding their port number and their are used. This is well-known code used with the UDP or already defined in UDP. So user datagram format like that: 8-bit header and data. That address are divided source port number 16-bit and destination port 16-bit, total length 16-bit and checksum 16-bit. This is the datagram format of UDP. So UDP length equal to IP length minus IP header length. So pseudo header for checksum calculation like that. Pseudo header and header. Pseudo header means 32-bit source IP address, 32-bit destination IP address, all zeros, 8-bit protocol 70, and 16-bit UDP total length. Source port address, destination port address, 16-bit UDP total length, checksum 16-bit, and data padding must added for the multiple data 16-bit. अब हम इन different जो header checksum use करते हैं, how calculate the checksum value. So the checksum calculation for the very small user datagram with only 7 bytes of data like that. 32-bit source IP address. Suppose that IP address 153.88.105 and source address destination address 171.2.14.10. So first we calculate only 16-bit form. So 153.18 are divided into 16-bit form. 8 and 105 converted 16-bit. 171 and 2 are converted to binary from 16-bit. All zeros, 16 bits, all 0 and 17, 16-bit 15, 16-bit form 1087, 16-bit form 13, 8 form 15, all zeros. Now TES convert ASCII value in 16-bit form. Now sum value of the sum this and take the complement of these sum, find the checksum. So calculate the checksum of UDP in this way. Thank you. In the next lecture, we discuss the next protocol of transport layer TCP.